YouTube, welcome back to our channel, The Crazy Coder. Please hit the subscribe button and also the like button so that it encourages us to make more videos for you. So let's get started. In the previous video, we talked about operators and its categories. The categories were arithmetic operator, relational operator, conditional operator, logical operator, assignment operator, increment and decrement operator. In detail, we talked about arithmetic, relational and logical operators. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about the next category, which is conditional operator. So, our fourth category is conditional operator. This operator is represented by a question mark followed by a colon symbol. So how do we use it? I'll write its syntax. Condition followed by a question mark and expression 1 colon expression 2. How this conditional operator works is, if this condition is satisfied or gets true, this expression gets transferred, or if this condition gets failed, this expression gets transferred to the specified variable. It's we can say like it's a shortcut to the if-else which we studied in the conditional statements, just it's in the one line. If we need to just pass only the value, then we will be using this conditional operator. For example, say I have two variables, a is equals to 10 and b is equals to 5. Say I use a is greater than b conditional operator a colon b, and I pass it to another variable c. If this condition is satisfied, now the values are 10 and 5. So 10 is greater than 5, which is true. Now a would be passed to c. So c variable would be having value 10. If I print it over here, printf %d comma c. In my screen, value 10 would be printed. Now, say if I change the value b is equals to 51, what will happen now? 10 is greater than 51, which is false. So b's data would be transferred and stored in c variable. So what is b data? 51. So if I print it now, it would be changed to 51. So this was conditional operator. Our next category of operators are assignment operators. In assignment operator, we have single equals. What does single equals do? This is my left hand side and this is my right hand side. So by default, equal to assigns value from right to left. We have other operators as well in this assignment operator category, which are plus equals, minus equals, divide equals and multiply equals. What does it do is, say if I have a plus equals b, what does this operator do is, what do you see if I hide equal to operator a plus b, right? So these two will get added in the background, and now if I hide plus sign, what variable is there in the left side of the equal to operator? It's a, right? So this addition would be stored inside a variable. I'll repeat it again. If first you hide the equal to operator, what do you see? A plus b. So these two variables get added. Now if I hide plus sign, now what do I see on the left hand side of the equal to variable? A variable, right? So this added sum is stored in A. This is the shortcut of this step. So we can use plus equals if we want to do this step. Say if I do B plus equals A, what will happen? Again I hide equal. What do I see? B plus A. So I'll add both of them, and now I hide plus sign. What is there in the left hand side of the equal to operator? B variable. So this sum would be stored inside B operator. Say the same thing I do with A plus equals 5. What would be the behind step? Now it would be A plus 5 and then stored inside A. Say I do the opposite of this, which is 5 plus equals A. What would happen? First these both would be added, 5 plus A, and on the left hand side of the equal to operator what is there? 5. So it would be stored in 5, which is not possible. You cannot store a value inside a data. So in this category, on the left hand side there should be a variable. So it's compulsory for assignment operator to work. On the left hand side there should be a variable, no matter what is there in the right hand side, whether a variable or a data, but on the left hand side there should be a variable. I've told you about the plus equals. Rest all other operators are same: minus equals, divide equals, and multiply equals. I hope assignment operators are clear. So our last category of operators is increment and decrement operators. Which is plus plus and minus minus. So what does plus plus and minus minus do is, plus plus adds a single value to the variable and minus minus decreases one value from the variable. Now say I have a variable integer a is equals to 10, a variable a of type integer and containing a data of integer type. So what I'll do is I'll simply just print the value of a. What would be printed? Of a, 10 would be printed on my screen. Say I'll do a plus plus, and now I print the variable a. Now what would be printed? 11. Why? Because this plus plus sign adds one value and stores it inside the variable a. So what would be background formula? In this step I had a variable a containing a data 10. So when I called over here the variable a, it showed me the value 10. Now what I did is I did plus plus. So what it's going to be? Plus plus means a plus 1, and it will store the output inside a variable. So in this step, first it is added by 1 and stored inside a. In this step, a's data is overridden as 11. So after this step, wherever I will be using a, my value of a would be 11. Now again I do a plus plus and I print the variable. What would be printed? 12, because now it's added by 1. So now it is override as 12. So after this step, wherever I will be using a variable, it would be printing me the value 12. Now I can do this also, plus plus a. It's one and the same thing, there would be no changes. You can use either this or this. Now I'll print the variable printf %d a, and on the screen it would be printed 13. Now it's changed, a is changed to containing a data of 13. Similarly, I can do minus minus as well. If I do a minus minus semicolon, and again I'll print it, I'll be getting the value 12. I can do similarly this also, one and the same thing, nothing changes. Printf %d a. So what would it would decrease one value, and it would, in this step it has decreased its value to 12, and now it has decreased its value to 11. Now it would be printing me 11 over here. So this is how increment and decrement operator works. There is still remaining in this operator which is the most important. These operators are divided into two categories, which is post and pre. Say I have a variable m, so this would be said as m++ would be pronounced as post increment, post decrement, pre increment and pre decrement. Say I have a variable int m is equals to 10. I have a variable m containing 10 and type int. Say now I print the variable printf m. What would be printed? 10. Now I print printf %d m++. What would be happening? This is post increment. Post means later on. So what it does is it transfers the m data to the printf, and on a screen 10 would be printed, not 11. You would be thinking that it should print 11, but no, it's post increment. It would first pass the value, then it would add the value. So first we would be seeing this value 10. After it passes the value and prints, now the variable data would be changed as 11. Now if I again print the variable simply, now it would be printed 11. But if I straight of %d and I pass ++n, what will now happen? Now this is pre-increment. Pre means first it would add the variable and then it would pass the value. So till here, what is the value of m? It's 11. Now first it would add, which is 12, and then it would pass. So in our screen 12 would be printed. I hope this clears you. I'm repeating it again. This is, here we had the variable m and it printed 10 value, because over here value of m is 10. Now what I do is I again print it m, and now this is what I do now is I print the variable with m++. m++ stands for post increment. Now first the value would be passed and then it would be added. So after that it would increase the value of the variable by 1, which is 11. And now again if I print the value of m, it's printing 11. But if I straight away write ++m, this is pre-increment. Now it adds the value by 1 before and then passes the value of m. So this is the difference between m++ and ++m. Over here we did the same thing, but it wouldn't work over here because these are like command statements. First compiler executes line by line. So over here, if you add before or after, it won't matter. Why? Because this, after executing this line, then only it comes to the next line. So when it's coming to this line, it would have executed this. So if you use post or pre, it won't matter, because it's coming to the line after doing the adding process. The post and pre only work inside the printing function. For understanding post, the shortcut you can remember is use, then change. You use the value and then change it. For pre, you can remember change, then use. You change the value and then use the variable. So this was all about increment and decrement operators. I hope this video has cleared all your doubts related to operators. If you have any doubts or queries, please post your queries in the comment section. And please like this video and subscribe to our channel so that it helps us to make us more such videos for you again and again. Thanks for watching our video.